My employees played a horrible prank on a coworker. What do I do now? My employees played a horrible prank on a coworker. What do I do now? Originally posted to ask a manager a trigger warning. Abusive behavior, hostile workplace, bullying. Original post November 15, 2017. I'm writing seeking advice as to how I as a manager can handle the aftermath of a joke gone wrong. The joke never should have been played in the first place, but that ship has sailed. I manage 4 reports and 2 of them made another think $50,000 had gone missing and she was being arrested for stealing it. My other report was not involved at all. They went so far as to get one of their wives to pretend to be a police officer there for the arrest. The one who was accused wept so hard she vomited. She was adamant she didn't do it and asked to phone someone to go stay with her sick mother while she was in custody. It was only then she was let in on the joke. She has not returned since it happened and will not answer calls or letters. I am furious. Their joke was unacceptable, and if I had known what they were planning I would have shut it down. I don't have the power to fire them or I would have already. I have no clue what they were thinking. They say it was intended to be hilarious, not mean. I don't know of any trouble before this and all of my reports seem to get along. The one they played the joke on has only worked here for a few months and is fresh out of school while my other 3 reports have worked here for anywhere between 6-9 years and have all been on this team for over 5 years. Update November 16, 2017. The incident had happened almost 3 weeks before I sent in my question, because there was speculation on the possible dynamics in several of the comments. All 3 persons involved, both pranksters and the pranky, are women. They are peers with the same title. The pranksters are both in their late 20s, and the pranky is in her mid-30s. One of the pranksters is the same ethnicity as me, Chinese American, and the other prankster and the pranky are both white. One of the pranksters is gay, the other prankster and the pranky are not. As far as I am aware, myself and the 3 of them are all the same religion, Anglican. My other report was on a 2-week vacation at the time and he had no knowledge of or part in the prank. There were no other witnesses besides my 3 reports. The wife, who they said was a police officer there to arrest the employee, was not wearing any kind of uniform and she didn't enter the building. She was standing by her navy blue car outside the building on the public street. The pranksters gestured to her out the window when they told the pranky she was police and she gestured for the pranky to come outside. She never spoke to the pranky. Since she never dressed as or told anyone she was an officer, there is no way she can be charged with impersonation. The officers at the real police station I went to, the lawyer I spoke to about this, and the company lawyer looked at me like I had 2 heads when I brought up impersonation charges. They all agreed what happened was awful, but the wife of the prankster did nothing illegal and the prankster pointing her once and saying she was an officer also is not illegal. The pranky was also never handcuffed, touched, taken anywhere, or stopped from leaving, so no crime was committed there. As per the police and the lawyers, my reports don't have access to money to steal, making the theft allegation part of the prank baffling, but I understand why the pranky was scared, given how new she was to our workplace. We don't deal with money in our work. We work in the compensation and benefits section of HR. We tell employees what benefits and other compensations they are entitled to and that's all. We do not have any parts in administering these benefits and we don't work with the books, accounts, or payroll. All of that is done out of a different office. My boss, the executive director, and our legal division know what happened. Multiple voicemails and letters to the pranky from me, the director, and legal have gone unanswered and the letters were marked as return to sender. Her LinkedIn profile shows the job she had before and when she was in school, the school she went to, and a current job that is with another company. The company I work for is not mentioned on her profile anywhere, and anyone from the company who tries to reach out is not responded to. I have accepted she wants to be left alone, and the company lawyer advised all contact attempts to cease. The executive director's idea of disciplining my reports was to give them a talking to lecture and to send a memo division-wide saying no pranks of any kind are permitted at work without giving context since no one else knows what happened. I am going to resign. I wasn't sure at first, but the more I found out about what happened, the more angry I got. I was also angry about not being able to fire the pranksters. I promised my other report a good reference if he ever needs it because he didn't do anything. I was not sure about resigning without another job offer, but my girlfriend told me I would feel better if I did and we could make it work on her income until I found one, so I've made the decision to leave. I appreciate your answer to my question, Allison. I am grateful to you and see I am not wrong to be angry at what happened. Thanks so much. This is a repost sub. I am not the OOP. Do not contact the OOPs or comment on linked posts. Remember Rule 7.